Hello, my name is Talethea, and I am hoping that you all will come along with me as I work and plan and research and execute my intent to go from working from home full time to living on board cruise ships while also working full time. So let's do it. So, what if I told you that even though I have not taken my first cruise yet, I have spent literally hundreds of hours researching and preparing to eventually go and live full time on cruise ships? If you are new here, my name is Talethea, and I currently work remotely from home in my home office. And I am going to transition my entire life where I'm working at home in my home office to working and living full time on cruise ships. So welcome. My whole goal started probably about a month and a half ago when I realized just how much time I'd spent in my adult life thinking and wanting to go and live, not really kind of live abroad, but see the world. And just thinking about different countries I might be interested in, different air places I might want to go and visit, and then realizing I hadn't been to any of them, like even to visit. So rather than taking the leap and just going from from my home country to another, I am going to spend as much time as I can living on board cruise ships, traveling the world, and just going to see all the different things that I've always dreamed about. So, welcome, welcome for my journey. A huge part of my goal here is not necessarily just about cruising. Although taking cruises and going to see the world and all the fun that goes with that, and all the ups and downs and the work and just the process that goes with that is definitely a part of it. What I'd like to do is take you all along as I work and execute a dream of mine to go after something that's really important to me, in hopes of encouraging you all to do the same. So, today I thought it'd be fun to kind of have a bit of a recap, just going over all the things I've done so far and give you a sneak peek of the other things that are kind of coming up. So, let's do it. So, I work from home currently, like I mentioned. My goal is to work from cruise ships. Now, I don't necessarily need to live on one ship. I do intend to like research different cruise lines and just the different things they have to offer, but also just go from like different cabins, which is and different cruise ships to see different destinations, which I'm actually pretty excited about. I don't want to rush into it. And it's something that I'm researching and a plan that I'm actually putting in place. So I'm documenting every lesson for future cruisers so they don't have to start from zero or from just people that are working on building whatever this next thing is. So far, the things that I've learned. One of the things about cruise life, one of the things about cruise life that really appeals to me is just the freedom and the adventure, being able to go and see different parts of the world and just kind of use the cruise ships as the way to get there. You know what I mean? Rather than like flying from my house to like from point A to point B, really being able to enjoy the variety of taking the cruise ships to see different islands and see different countries and just kind of get to know the world. So I'm really looking forward to that. I love working remotely. I like my job, so I don't necessarily want to leave it to be able to do that. So I'm looking forward to being able to do them both at the same time. Now, I have been doing some research to kind of figure out, I guess, the things that have crossed my mind to begin with. I've got videos about seasickness. I've talked a little bit about just researching medications and just different things that people do to kind of fight seasickness as a part of living on cruise ships, because today I've never actually been on a cruise. So that is something I'll need to know. I've done some research on just like ship internet, just different ways that people are able to log on and stay connected to the internet on board cruise ships when they're traveling for vacation, because I need to know like how those different resources will show up. I've done some research on on TSA, pre-check, clear, global entry, dealing with airports, things like that. I've got videos that talk a little bit about cruise essentials, letting people know like the things I'm planning to buy and like the packing cubes and the power adapters that are like cruise approved, and my whole setup for my work office that will be on board the cruise ships, right? So like the screen extenders and the laptop gear, things like that. And I also spent a good amount of time just talking about like solo cruising and solo travel, just both as a woman and as someone who will be traveling internationally, if in the event. Either way, just the different steps that I plan to make in order to kind of be able to make the most of it, but also how pretty well suited I am to kind of go and kind of hang out in my head and meander as I go and see the world. So A lot of things, those are different things that I've been able to talk about so far. Things that have happened behind the scenes, just researching different articles that I've been able to read about people that are out living the life and doing the thing that I want to do. Um, Tons of YouTube research, other influencers who are not only living on cruise ships, but also have made it a successful part of their lifestyle to live on cruise ships for the last couple of years successfully. I've found different courses that I've taken. I've The YouTube After 40 course is something that I've been able to take. I've got a few more that are loading that I intend to take as well. Just building affiliate relationships, learning to be an influencer, making videos, editing, gosh, CapCut, and just all the different things that go along with that. Thumbnails, right? Pinterest, and just the different places where I post all my information. Um, this is all stuff that's been a part of the journey. How I'm going to fund these different trips, right? As building my self as building my career as an influencer, but also just as a business owner, keeping my job and just the different resources that I use there. Sometimes um, I've learned that even as an influencer, it might take 10 or 15 minutes to make the video, but those 2 or 3 hours that it'll take me to actually edit that joker and put all the information on there and make sure I'm presenting it in a way that is valuable to y'all, that's a skill, y'all. It's one that I'm learning, which is good. Like, I'll take it. I'm glad to be learning it. But it's just definitely one of those things that's going on behind the scenes that I get to get better at as I learn and grow to launch this thing. So far, let's see, I've accomplished, I've started my channel. So welcome. If you are following me on YouTube, welcome. If you are not, go and find me on YouTube. I'm everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Talethea Cruises. So everywhere, that's where that is. So I've started my channel. Staying consistent, uploading the videos, working to get monetized both on YouTube and Facebook, and I guess wherever else I can. I've made a couple arrangements and come to some agreements with some for like affiliate marketing and just different tools that I'll be using that I believe will be valuable, and I'll be happy to share with y'all as I go. Right. Started a couple partnerships there, really growing my social media presence, and then just learning every day a little bit more about what is all entailed with this whole part of me changing my life, right? So the practical part, like moving from working in my home office to actually living on board cruise ships, the ways I plan to pay for it, building my social media following, and just getting, I guess, everything together now, all in preparation for my actual first research cruise, which I have to go research, right? I got to figure out how I can set up my office and how the internet speeds will show up and just the different ways I'll do it. So it may be a cruise, it may be a vacation to many, but to me it will be work. Just very fun work as I research and get the information I need to find out. So far, because everything so far that I've done has not necessarily officially involved a cruise ship. So that's about to change. I do have my very first cruise scheduled, and I'm going to take y'all along for that as well. So what's coming next? Like I mentioned, I'm going to take my first research cruise in just a few weeks. So that's coming. I'm trying not to give too many details about that. It's my intention, especially with cruises and like places where I'll be, to give y'all all the information and everything about my experience after I've visited there already. Solo female traveler tip number 1, to let y'all know where I've been after I've gone there already. So my research cruise is coming up, and that'll include like just touring the different cabins and probably a good amount of the things that you've seen so far from other folks as they cruise, like the food and working from the ship, like internet, embarkation, the budget breakdown, the actual plan as far as like traveling with my stuff and my luggage, and moving, like making my whole work from home office something that'll move. So that'll be a part of it. And eventually you'll get to see me show you in real time how this dream is going to work. So keep that in mind. Y'all come along for that. I'm not chasing vacations. I'm building my lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle where I can wake up somewhere different every few days and go and see and explore the world while also keeping my job and living on board cruise ships, which is something that is actually kind of fun. So I'll still be working. I'll still be building my businesses. I'll still be talking and helping people, but I'm going to do it with the ocean outside my window or outside my balcony, depending on where my room is. So y'all Thank you for coming along. Thank you for being here so far. Some of you have literally watched this thing from the beginning. When I came on and told you I have an idea. So if you're just not following the channel, be sure to subscribe and stick around as you can kind of see me launch this thing and turn it into something cool. And hopefully you can be launching and turning your life into something cool at the same time.